Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video. This video is pre-recorded. I recorded it the same day as my first day of school vlog, but I just wanted to film this video while I had the first day of school fresh on my mind, because that was today. And so this video will be advice about going to the first day of school. This is probably mainly for high school because this is my first day of high school today, but it would most definitely help with middle school and elementary or whatever grade you're going into. So yeah, that's pretty much what this video is going to be about. I hope I help you, and I guess let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so whenever I went to Beach Blast, which was whenever I went to Florida with my church, I was very excited for that, like I was going into school. I did not think that I would be one of the youngest people there because it's high school students that go, and since I'm a freshman, I didn't even really think about that much, but then once I got to Florida, I was kind of intimidated by all the older students just because they have more experience with pretty much everything than I do. I'm a baby compared to most of them. I don't cuss, I don't do drugs, I don't date, so I'm pretty much just very far down on the experience level with that, and so I just kind of felt intimidated. And then so going into school, this past week I felt intimidated and kind of nervous. It's not really scared because I've been to, like, all the buildings are all in the same area, the same campus, and so I've been into the high school before, so I wasn't scared of getting lost or anything. I was just intimidated by the grown-up aspect of it all. I had butterflies in my stomach. I was still excited, but just my excitement level kind of dwindled after Beach Blast. But whenever I got to school, everything kind of, like, most of my worries slipped away. I, of course, was nervous about going into my 2 sophomore classes, but once you're there and in the midst of it all, it's not that bad. So that is my first tip for you. Don't be nervous whenever you're going to your first day of school. I mean, I know that's kind of a cliche tip because everyone's like, oh, don't be nervous, it'll be fine. But seriously, before you're like, oh, I'm so nervous, what if something bad happens and I'm embarrassed in front of the older students, and just erase all those thoughts from your mind, because once you're actually there in the hallways in your classes, your worries will seem to slip away and you'll think, this isn't so bad. Once you're actually there, the seniors don't, like, they've been in your shoes before. They might joke around and be like, oh, freshmen, oh, you little scoundrels, or something like that. I don't know what seniors think of. I will in 4 years, but I don't now. But I don't think they are actually going to pick on you and be like, you're so stupid, you're a freshman. Like, they might say that jokingly, but they won't mean it. And during class with all the teachers there and stuff, nothing is going to happen. So there's nothing to be worried about with the older student aspect of being nervous. So that was just something that I wanted to start off with. So I will get in to the other tips that I have, starting from whenever you wake up. About a week before you actually start school, I would suggest getting up earlier and earlier. If you just wake up randomly whenever you wake up and don't have an alarm like I do, then this might be a little bit easier or more difficult than if people are used to waking up at like 7 a.m. or something. But I get up at 6 o'clock, either 6 or 6:40 or 6:40, depending on what's going on in the morning. And so I started getting up. I started probably 4 days before school started, I think it was. I got up at 8 o'clock the first day, 7:30 the next day, 7, 6:30, and then this morning I got up at 6 o'clock. And so I was a little more used to getting up earlier and earlier and then earlier, and then the day it actually happened, I was pretty much used to getting up earlier. Before you actually start school, if you are doing the same routine in the morning that you did the year before, then you pretty much know how long it's going to take you to get dressed. But if you're switching up your routine a little bit, then time yourself every morning, like get up and actually act like you were getting ready for school, and think about everything that could go wrong in the morning. If you wear contacts like me, put in an extra 5 minutes if your contacts won't go in right away, because sometimes they get stuff on it. It just is confusing. If you are planning on making yourself a lunch in the morning, give yourself probably 5 more extra minutes for that. Just prepare yourself for anything that you are going to do in the morning and get a pretty good time limit that you think it will take you to get morning, and then probably get up 10 minutes earlier just in case you want to hit the snooze button or something that you didn't predict goes wrong. That would go wrong does. So if you know how long it's going to take you, then you're not getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning thinking that you'll have enough time, and then something goes wrong that you didn't predict, and then you are running late for the bus, or if you are driving yourself to school or someone else is, and that way you're not stressing about it. With your outfits for the first day of school, wear something comfortable. Probably something new that you got because you're going to be wanting to wear that, but something comfortable so you won't have to be adjusting it every minute. But yeah, on the first day of school with nerves and everything being new, you're going to want to be comfortable so you're not constantly adjusting everything, like I said. So wear comfortable shoes, comfortable shirt or dress. Like I'm wearing a dress today, but I didn't want to worry about it being too short or me like flashing someone whenever I've been down to get something out of my locker because it's a bottom locker. And so I wore leggings just in case. I wore my comfortable bobs because bobs are comfortable, and that way I wouldn't be adjusting my shoes like if my feet are sore or something all day because I haven't ever worn them, and I know that these won't give me blisters. And so yeah, just wear something comfortable. Pretty much all you need is probably a folder to take home your syllabuses. However, a syllabus is, what's a plural of syllabus? Well, the plural of syllabus, because you will have multiple of those, and then a notebook just in case you need to write down anything, like if you need a certain supply for that class that you don't have, then you can write it down. Most teachers just say paper and something to write with and something to write on is what all my teachers said. So you probably don't need to bring all of your school supplies on the first day. I took all my school supplies to my open house with me, and then I put them all in my locker, and then on the first day of school I actually took each folder and each notebook that I have for that class with me. I did not need those things. All I needed was my pencil, my planner that the school gave us, and my accordion folder, which I'm going to make a What's in My Backpack video soon. So I always have that in my backpack with me just in case, but it is also in my school supply haul video. I explain what I use it for, but just quickly I put my papers and stuff in there, like my homework, and then my plural of syllabus in there. And so that's pretty much all I needed this first day of school. The second day of school, I will probably need all of my school supplies just because the second day of school is really when you start to do stuff. You get homework right away and everything. So school pretty much starts on the second day of school, but on the first day of school, all you need is a folder, pencil, and paper. And then your planner if that's what you got, like I did. For lunch, I would suggest bringing a lunchbox, even if, like bringing your own lunch, even if you know what the school will have, because you don't know how the lunch is going to work. Now last year, all the 8th grade went to lunch one time, and then the 7th grade came in after the 8th grade was done getting their lunch, and vice versa, like we switched it every week. And so I didn't know how high school lunch was going to go, but it turns out there are lots and lots of high schoolers. There are 2 lunches, which I knew that there would be at least 2 grades in there at once, probably a tiny bit more than that for one lunch or something. But the lunch line was so long that some kids didn't even get their lunch before the bell rang, so they didn't even get to eat their lunch. And so I didn't really suspect that. I just brought my lunch because school lunches are expensive at my school, so I was trying to save my mom some money and have a healthier choice because my school serves junk for food. Kind of gross, but so yeah, just bring a lunch just in case until you figure out if your lunch lines are going to be long, if you're actually going to have time to eat if you get to school lunch, and then once you figure that out, you can bring whatever you want for school. Whatever you want. So I guess that's it for my tips. That wasn't very many, but that was all that I can think of from my experience of my first day of freshman year. I hope it helps you, even if it just helps a tiny bit. Like, comment, rate, subscribe for more videos. Like I said earlier, I will be posting videos every Tuesday and Thursday that I can. I will try my hardest, but with my busy schedule and stuff, there are so many things that I'm going to want to do. I have shooting team, marching band, pep band, book club, just a bunch of stuff that I'm going to try to do. FCCLA, I'm going to try to be an FBLA. There's just a lot of stuff. I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you real soon. Bye!